Did you know that sound moves at the speed of 1,230 kilometers per hour or 767 miles per hour? So, I can already guess that what you guess that I'm teaching. Sound. So, the first thing we need to know about sound is that it moves by waves. This is the movement, not the actual sound. This is the movement. The sound, that means the sound is produced by vibrations. By vibrations through material. Some materials just like take all that vibration energy and not vibrate. That means no waves to make the sound, not to travel the sound. Now let's have an example. We have a wall and we have a leather, like a stool. Leather, this is leather. It moves different because this is tight. It also has the right space and material to vibrate. This doesn't. This just has a little vibration in a small area. Makes it sound much higher, not louder, higher. This is a little lower, but it sounds louder. Lower, much lower. So, now we know that sound moves by waves and sound is produced by vibrations. So, how do we know the waves and the pitch of the sound? By hertz. By hertz. And that means hertz means a frequency of the sound waves. This is a very low frequency, and that means it sounds low. And this is a high frequency. That means it sounds high. High, low. And that's the big difference about like how the sound is. That means this has higher frequency, and that means it's higher. The pitch is much higher, and this it's lower. Lower. Now, let's talk about what is loud and what is not. We have these things called. We have these things called decibels. What are these? They are what makes this is what shows the loudness. And it's usually just the force that is used, like this. In decibels, it's like, I don't know, 40 or something, but that's like 15 or something like that. So it shows how loud or quiet. So decibels. Well, actually, did you know that 80 decibels at the workplace you need actually you will actually need to wear something on your ears so your eardrums won't just like die in a matter of years. 80. My classroom had over 90 on a quiet day. So, decibels shows how loud or quiet. 80 decibels are if your workplace has over 80 decibels, it means you have to have ear protection. So, I didn't tell everything about hertz because you cannot hear everything because, well, actually, let's throw it here. Everything below 20 hertz is something known as infrasound. It's infrasound. You can't hear the frequency. It's infrasound. Everything under this, below 20 hertz, is infrasound. You can't hear this yourself, and so cannot none. No people can hear this. You can actually hear up to, is it up to 20? 200? 2000? No. 20,000 hertz or more. Well, if you think, how do we signal sound? We have decibels, we have hertz, we have the frequency. It's just a vibration that moves by waves. How do we see? How do we hear? We have these things called eardrums, and when they get the vibration of air, they give a signal to our brain, and the brain is like, wait, that guy is talking shit. Because they have tiny little hairs, like this. And when they get sound traveling by air or other gases, if you have in your ear, that's weird. It vibrates. It vibrates, and you have 1,000. You have thousands of these. Just taking the sound. Thing is, yeah, they all vibrate, and they take the information from your ears to your brain, and the brain it takes the information and tells us the information, and that's how I know that this makes a sound. I know that this makes a sound. I know that this makes a sound. So, I have one last thing for you. Can sound hurt? Yes, it can. Everything above this can actually hurt your eardrums and these little hairs, because by age it depends the work you do, the people you. It dies. It dies off. You have this hair, and it dies. And these cannot heal. They cannot heal. So everything above this, it hurts your eardrums and the little hairs over time. But can they hurt more physically? Yes, they can. If I remember right, about 120 decibels can destroy your eardrums. And if you have more than 150, it can destroy your lungs, your bones, your ribs, your skin, your brains, and your stomach, and every muscle you have, because, like I said, it moves by waves. It's a vibration. More decibels, more vibration, it means louder and louder it gets, and that's a decibel. So think about this little vibration just growing in your own head, in your lungs, in your body, and it just destroys your lungs, your ears, your head, your blood vessels, your skin, your muscles. Sound is a dangerous weapon if you just know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it as a weapon, it's just our one way of information, like taste or smell. And that was sound for you from me.